Expected Value Enterprises January 2026 review. Now, we're back on Twitch this month, so for those on Twitch that haven't seen this, every single month I will go over my earnings, my views, everything for all of the platforms that I am on, okay? The reason I do this is because there is a lot, and I mean a lot, of misinformation out there on the internet about how much content creators earn. Lots of people think they earn nothing. Lots of people think they earn millions of dollars. Neither of those things are true, except for like the top earners and the fucking idiots. You know what I'm saying? So I do this every month to sort of show people a more realistic expectation of what you can expect to earn as a content creator in 2026, or last year we did it in 2025. Yeah, that's the reason I do this. Contrary to popular belief, some people think I do it to brag. Some people think I do it because I want people to feel bad for me and give me more money. Neither of those things are true. I don't make enough money to brag, and I don't make little enough money to beg for more. So this is just to help out people that might be getting into the content creation scene, have a better idea of what you can earn. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. January 2026, starting off with YouTube. We've had a pretty slow month over on YouTube, and that is, as always, expected in January. From December, you have like a 10, 15 RPM, which means you get $15 per 1,000 views. We got some as high as that in December. Then in January, advertisers stop spending as much money. So they... if they spend less money, we get less money. So going from December, in December, we made, I think it was closer to $4,000. And in January, as you can see, $1,953.41. That was from 6 regular video uploads. We uploaded the 2 billion GP risk in the wilderness, 2 challenges with Odablock, my bank video, and we also uploaded the DMM factions just the other day. Now, also keep in mind, guys, that this is a couple days short of the end of the month. I have to do this a couple days short of the end of the month because Dead Man Mode's coming out, and I'm not going to be able to do this presentation on the 31st. So it will be a little bit more from January, maybe an extra couple $100, but nothing too crazy. We did 34 uploaded shorts. The reason this is more than 28 is because in the last few days, we've decided that we're going to start uploading all of the shorts to the main channel rather than uploading one to each of the VOD channel and Clips channel, just because they're not getting as many views as they would on the main channel. I don't think it makes a lot of sense to upload them to other channels. And we have Adam in the chat, who is a YouTube strategist genius, who also says that's not a great idea. So, you know, when smart people say shit, you should listen. You know what I'm saying, guys? So from the $1,953.41, $1,752.47 came from long form, and $195.70 came from short form. As you can see, we uploaded 34 shorts and made $195. Short form doesn't pay as much as a long form. In fact, I can tell you the exact rate. We did 1.9 million views on short form content this month, and we made $195. So it's very low. What's that, like 10 cents per view? 10 cents per 1,000 views or something like that. So short form doesn't really pay, but short form brings people into the stream and that's what we want. We want to bring people into the stream. You guys are obviously watching live, and I make most of my money from the live stream. So the plan is to get people from the YouTube to the live stream so I can make more money that way. So the 195 we made doesn't really, it's not much. It doesn't fucking make or break my life. But the short form is an investment to get people into the stream to make more money later. You know what I'm saying? So Clips channel, we also made $160.17. Spoke to Mike the other day. I said we got to bump those numbers up. We need to start getting Clips channel content out nonstop. We got to get this shit up, so we can bump those numbers up and start making a bit more money on there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the YouTube for January 2026, and these are the statistics. If you guys want to have a look at those, 2 million views we did in January, 67,000 watch hours. We gained 1.7 thousand subscribers, and of course 1,953.41 in revenue. So moving on to the main bread and butter, Kick streaming, ladies and gentlemen. In January, we've done 21 streams so far and made $4,460.65. 21 streams, 150 hours streamed so far. Now, those that were around for the 2025 review or even the November review last year might notice that this number is smaller, quite substantially smaller than previous months. The reason this is the case is we are back on Twitch. I'm now back to multi-streaming because, for reasons unbeknownst to me, and we have not heard from Kick yet, the Kick Partner Program revenue has been cut by quite a bit. If we go to this next slide here, you can see my January revenue. This orange bar is partner income, and you can see around January 8th, it just gets absolutely shredded in half, if not more than half. And we have hit up Kick to ask for a reason why this is happening. It's not just me, it's several other creators in the old school RuneScape category and hundreds of other creators in other categories. And we have heard absolutely nothing back from Kick. Absolutely zero back from Kick, which is scary, very scary. Basically, it was like 60-something% of my revenue was cut like that overnight, which is not ideal, guys. Let me tell you, that is not ideal. So I have made the executive decision to start multi-streaming again, back on Twitch, because if Kick just fucking disappears tomorrow, I'm going to be fucked. You know what I'm saying? So back over on Twitch multi-streaming, which means now not only is the Kick Partner revenue cut, I also earn half as much as I normally would because I'm multi-streaming, and you only get half the revenue if you're multi-streaming. So we've gone from earning like $10,000 a month on Kick down to this month $4,460.65 for 150 hours streamed. And once again, that's the revenue. You can see 1,200 or so of that came from gifted subs, and the rest come from partner income. I can only imagine next month this number's going to actually even be smaller, because at the start of the month, the partner income was still there, as you can see. Moving on, we are back on Twitch again. We've only done 8 streams, and we're averaging like 70 viewers. Good to be back on Twitch. I still do think Kick is a superior platform, but not if they're not going to pay their creators more than Twitch does. And just to be very clear, the amount of money that I make on Twitch for 70 average viewers, if you is the word extrapolate that data to like the 450 average viewers that I normally get on Kick, I would actually get paid more money for viewers on Twitch than I would on Kick now, which is ridiculous. Kick is supposed to be the website that is paying creators better, trying to get them to come over to the platform. But I make more money on Twitch than I do on Kick. It's crazy. I think Kick's a better platform. There's no ads. They look after their creators more, but they're not paying as much anymore. You know what I'm saying? So back on Twitch, 8 streams, 46 hours, $441. And I am just going to continue to multi-stream. Even if Kick does fix the revenue issue, I will continue to stream on Twitch as well, just because at the start of this month, I lost fucking 65% of my revenue with no explanation, no communication. And that's a very fucking scary thing. So I think multi-streaming from now on has to be the play. So $441 from Twitch. I only started streaming back on Twitch about a week ago. And yeah, sponsors, $280. I don't know what month I did this sponsor in. I just know I got paid that $280 this month. I can't even remember what sponsor it was for. Normally sponsors are a lot more than this. I don't remember what was $280, but I got paid $280 this month from sponsorships. I don't know. So that brings the grand total for January to $7,135.72 US, or $10,235.34 Australian. We did 21 days of streaming, about 150 hours on stream, then 50 hours about off stream doing a little bit of admin work, which is great. I do a lot less admin work these days than I used to now that we've got 2 employees here. So looking at about 200 hours worked, because this is work, which is 35 US an hour or 51 Australian. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is not what I'm taking home. No. I do not have $7,000 in my bank account at the end of January. Let's get to the expenses. So, pay about $2,500 of that in taxes. My editing costs are about $2,950. So my editing costs always come out to about my YouTube revenue plus $1,000. That's how much I pay for editors, because I have a revenue split with Mikey, and I pay Phil $2,000 a month. 1,000 of that comes out of the YouTube, 1,000 of that comes out of my pocket, and then the rest of the YouTube money goes to Mike because he's in complete charge of doing everything YouTube. So if we make $1,000 from YouTube in a month, Mike makes nothing. If we make fucking $10,000, you know what I'm saying? So that comes out with a miscellaneous expense of $250. It's when I buy shit for the stream. I do my fucking clip farms. You guys know I buy shit for the stream and do fucking crazy things, and we try to get some cool clips. Miscellaneous expenses come out to about $250 a month. Might be a little less than that this month. I don't actually recall what I bought for the stream, but on average, I spend about $250 a month on stream props or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That belt was $250. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. But that's an example. I bought this belt for a stream bit, right? I bought this belt for the stream bit, guys. So that's an example of miscellaneous expenses for the stream. So total expenses, $5,700 US, 8,175 Australian. So we walked away with about 2,000 Australian dollars in my pocket, which comes out to about $7 US an hour for the 200 hours that I worked this month. Now, as you can see, guys, this is not enough money to live off. But here's what has happened, okay? Over the last 6 months, I've managed to save up quite a bit of money from the Kick Partner program and having really great months. January is always a rough month for us. Now, as we came into January, I said to my employees, Mike and Phil, we're going to get some more money for you. Phil asked to go on a salary. I said we can get you on a salary as soon as we get monetized on Facebook. And then the day after we get monetized on Facebook was the day that Kick cut all the revenue. You know what I'm saying? That was the day that Kick cut all the revenue. So I had 2 options here, guys. I can either cut back the hours for my employees. Obviously, we make fucking 10,000 Australian per month. If I didn't have any employees, that'd be $10,000 that I'm taking home. You know what I'm saying? We can cut back the hours for the employees and continue to run at break even until we start making some more money. Or I've promised my employees since we started they started working with me that when we start doing well, they will see more money. And it seems as though every time I'm about to give them a raise or give them more hours or put them on a salary or something like that, something goes wrong. Okay? Every time we're about to start popping off, something goes wrong. So my options were either cut their hours back and take more money home myself, or say, fuck it. Yes, the kick revenue is down, but we are fucking up. The streams have been popping. We got people in here. The YouTube views are up. The shorts are going crazy. Facebook's going crazy. Insta's going crazy. TikTok's going crazy. Everything's going crazy right now. My other option is get the employees on a salary, pay them what they're worth, and run at a loss. This is a business at the end of the day, and sometimes when businesses are in growth phases, they run at a loss so that they can make more money later. So I said, fuck it. The boys are getting paid more. Got Phil on a salary. Mike gets all of the YouTube revenue now. And I, with my savings that I've saved up over the last 6 months, am going to be running expected value enterprises at a loss until we get more views. I've got 6 months of savings saved up that I can pay for my fucking rent, food, everything like that. 6 months. So we're giving it 6 months. If it fucking works out, it works out. If it doesn't work out, I have to fire my employees. And trust me, I want to do that, okay? I really want to fire them. I've never got to fire anyone before. So I'm hoping it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping it doesn't work, you know? So yeah, guys, this is what I'm living off this month. I want to make this very, 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 very clear. This is not me saying, oh, I'm broke. Oh, woe is me. Guys, gift me more subs. I don't have any money. I've got plenty enough money to survive. This is a business, and sometimes you have to run a business at a loss, okay? And that's where we're at the moment. This is a decision that I've made, and I will stand by this fucking decision any day of the week. We're on the fucking rise, and we're going to continue to be on the rise. And let me show you why we're going to be on the rise, ladies and gentlemen. This is the January... Why does it say 2025, bro? Like, I made this fucking... Bro... This is the January 2026 stats across platforms. As you can see, average live CCV of 503 viewers. That is up on last year's average, which was 400 and something, which is fantastic. We're growing. We love to see that. Views across platforms. We got 8,927,523 views. That's the third highest in the old school RuneScape category. Now, you guys are probably, if you've been around for all of my other reviews, you're probably thinking, Jake, you're always second. You're always second highest in old school RuneScape behind Odablock. How are you third now? Well, let me show you something, guys.
Go on. No, he's gonna scratch.
That is a fucking short that Torvesta has uploaded to Facebook that got 29 million views. It has 15 million on TikTok, 10 million on Instagram, and God knows how many on YouTube, bro. So for January, I'm unfortunately the third most viewed old school RuneScape player. Because of fucking Torvesta, bro. This motherfucker. You know what I'm saying, boys? Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. 88,440 watch hours. For those that don't know, that is literally 10 years. In the month of January, my content was watched for 10 years. Crazy. 53,000 likes across platforms. We gained 4,000 followers/subs. I think 1.7 of that was from YouTube, and about 2,000 of that was from Facebook as well. And we did 376 pieces of content and 21 live streams, ladies and gentlemen. So that is the January in review. We'll run these numbers again in February and see the differences across platform stats. Hopefully the profit is back up so I can afford to pay my rent, and we can do a little bit more on YouTube. So the plan for the month of February is to get way more YouTube videos uploaded. We're going to be doing Deadman mode, so we're going to have plenty of time to get more Deadman videos out. Hopefully this YouTube number is going to be up a bit more. Kick, hopefully they fix their fucking revenue problem. And then Twitch, we're going to be on Twitch for the foreseeable future. So hopefully we can bump this number up to like $2,000, maybe even $3,000. We shall see. And sponsorships, actually have hopefully a big sponsor coming up next month as well. So going to be more hours next month, but hopefully more revenue as well. And hopefully at the end of February, I'm coming to you guys with some great news that we are growing and continuing to grow. But things are looking bright for expected value enterprises in 2026. Bad news this month with the partner income getting cut and our revenue getting fucking slashed by God knows how much overnight. Obviously, that is very bad news. But we're still going to continue to grind, and I remain positive for the outlook of expected value enterprises for 2026. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the January review.